And it's Ken Kreitzer for Cam Vets Media. Army football practice. The Buck Knights getting set to play Tulane on Friday night. Have a chance to talk to Army cornerback Jaydan Mayes. And Jaydan, good to see you. We gave us a little scare Saturday. You took a hit and we're down for a bit. You doing okay?
Yeah, I'm doing fine now. Just got the wind knocked out of me. Thankfully walked up from my own power. Something happened in the moment, so. Yeah.
Well, that's good to see, and that you're okay and ready for this week. Taking us back a little bit to the UTSA game, what were some of the keys for you on defense? They had a pretty high-octane offense going into that game.
Yeah, we knew they like to take their deep shots. We played them the previous years, going back and forth between home and away, and just watching that film, you could tell they definitely wanted to get their shots up against us. And then be able to run the ball behind their O-line. So it was pretty all-around attack that they played, but mostly eliminating those deep shots was the main key of the game.
Oh, absolutely. It seems like all year you've never given up any really long pass plays and kept the play in front of you. Has that always been kind of one of the goals for the season?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. It definitely is. We have that bend, don't break mentality that Coach Woody's lives off of. So, yeah, they can throw hitches all the way down the field. When you get to the red zone, you can't really throw those shallow routes anymore with a tighter pressure from the DB. So there's definitely whenever the ball's caught in front of you, you're like, damn, that's another catch we gave up. But it all leads to that red zone, that final stand on the goal line. And just not letting them take the top off or get a chunk play is definitely a big goal that we have and that we have done pretty well at so far this season. Yeah.
Well, that's terrific. And, as a sophomore, how is it to watch this team develop and watch the seniors on this team develop? They're going to get their branch assignments tomorrow night. What is it just like to see this team grow, especially on the defensive side?
It's really great, especially the last couple years. I don't think a team has been so close before. Obviously, there's been the same people growing up within the team, but just the connection is close. Throughout camp is a little bit longer, so I think that's what helped us. We had a lot more time to be around each other and bond with each other. But yeah, just the leadership from the seniors has been amazing. Not only captains, but also guys like Chance Keith, Josiah Banks, Casey Reynolds. Those guys, they just not necessarily check up on you, but they make sure that you're doing your job and have the goal of winning the game at hand at all times. So there's definitely support from the guys that are older than us, and also getting along the guys that are younger than us. So it's definitely a full team effort, and we're definitely close, really close as a team. That definitely helped our success.
And just tell us a little bit about the DBs on the team in the group. As you mentioned, Casey Larkin, Donovan Platt, Max DiDomenico. He got a shout out from the Tulane coach. Said he keeps watching him from his days because the Tulane coach was at Troy, so he watched him on game film for 3 years, and just Stephen Dozie and Damon Washington. Tell us about some of the guys in your group on defensive backs.
Yeah, like you said, the other two that start, so Max, Casey, and Donovan. Me, Donovan, and Casey played at prep together, so there's definitely that connection from playing 3 years ago. I think 3 years ago we played together. So it's definitely seeing each other mature and just getting on the field and playing, knowing our assignments, trusting each other. And like I said, that goes throughout the whole DB group. So the whole secondary is definitely tied in together, making sure that we communicate before the play, throughout the play, and after the play, what we saw, what happened, what we planned to happen the next play. So just being on the same page, either in the meeting, joint meetings, or getting together, when we go back to our rooms and say, hey, I saw this play on film, play whatever from the game. How would you handle this if we were in this call? So just a deeper connection within each call and each other. And like I said, the next guy have mentality, so you never know what can happen. God forbid someone goes down with an injury where they can't recover from it. So yeah, it's definitely a focus of getting everybody up to the standard doesn't drop when someone comes out. So if you're fourth on the depth chart, you expect to perform as high as the starters and not see a drop-off. So there's definitely that level of seriousness with everybody in the group. So
that's great. That's great. How is it for you handling schoolwork, football, you have the championship game here added to the schedule. There's a lot of excitement when you play Notre Dame, and then the game against UTSA, and you got a little game called Army-Navy next week. How is it to handle all that and get your schoolwork done and all the other demands of West Point?
I mean, you find a rhythm, and definitely your instructors will help you if you're struggling with school. Like I go to my instructor, I write up the class, say, okay, I didn't understand this, this, and this. When can we schedule a meeting to get, so I can understand this? So Mondays really are big days to we'll have off days on Mondays. So
sure.
Mondays will be my heavy workload day for classes, and I'll go to AI and just try to do most of my homework throughout the week on Monday, and little assignments I can knock out throughout the week. But yeah, it's definitely a lot, but you learn to handle it. That's what West Point builds you. They give you 30 hours worth of work for a 24-hour work day. So
sure.
Yeah, you have to learn how to manage your time and understand, okay, I'm good at this. How can I maintain that and build this part that I'm not so good at? How can I build that up? So it's definitely it took a long time to figure it out. Still haven't understand it fully yet, but it's definitely gotten better over the years I've been here, and just being able to rely on people whenever I need it, whether it's school, academic, football, military stuff.
Sure. What's your favorite course to study?
My favorite right now is the systems. It's a system class I'm in. It's fundamental systems and management. So we talk about how to integrate a new element into a system. So there has to be a new helicopter that the Army has to use, but it has to be a stealth helicopter. So what is good about the previous ones that are prototypes that have been built? What can we take from those and build together to make a new one? So a problem, there's no right answers in the class, which is kind of I like this. So it's a problem solving, get an idea out and then just figure it out, struggle and then figure out how you can make it better. So that's one of my favorite classes in there right now.
Well, that's great. Army's got a new fleet of helicopters that they're trying to get finalized. That's super. So just Friday night, Tulane night game. It's going to be winter conditions. What are you thinking about in your preparation?
Really consistency. Keep the same thing we've been doing recently. Don't make it bigger than what it is. It's another opportunity to play a football game. So just doing my job, lining up, playing the right coverage, doing what I'm supposed to do at full effort, full speed. Just helping the team win.
Hey, that's great, Jaydan. And great to see that you got over the injury in the game last week, and you're back ready to play, looking sharp. And we'll see you on Friday night.
Sounds good. Can't wait.
Good to see you. It's Ken Kreitzer for CamVets Media.